Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at this knife right here. It is an old buck. That's could be talking about me if you said that. An old buck. Yeah, this knife is kind of wore out, and so am I. It's kind of unusual knife, kind of interesting design. It is a muskrat, but don't really look like one. So if you'd like to hear more about this knife, why don't you join me in the video?
Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it.
You got it?
Yeah. Mama did it fall. Okay, Mommy. Mama did fall. Okay?
Don't fall.
I fall. Mama, let's fall, okay?
You can do it. You got it.
How do you do? How do you do?
You got it.
Hey, welcome back to the fortified castle where we're able to drive off all the heathens and keep them at bay. And inside those castle walls, we have a fortune in knives. They're not worth too much, but they're worth a fortune to me. So that's all that counts. I want to say hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, ciao, and konnichiwa to my foreign viewers. And before we get into this knife, myself and the great Patty's Potato Peelers are going to be having a live show on February 20th. February 20th. That's a Tuesday. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on that show, we're just talking about vintage knives and cutting up a little bit. I think we're going to start out talking about Cattaraugus knives. So if you're interested in Cattaraugus knives, want to learn a little bit about them, you got some and you have questions about them, that's a perfect time to ask the question. We're going to be answering viewers' questions as best we can. Stephen likes to talk a little bit, but he's a lot of fun. And, I'll try to get your questions in between Stephen talking about the history of Cattaraugus. So I hope to see you guys there. Let's look at this kind of unusual knife, and I'll tell you why it's unusual. So it is a buck. Let me go over this real quick before I get into it. Okay, so it is a buck. It's about 4 7/8 long. Has the traditional black Delrin saw cut covers on it. And you can see it's not pinned, but it has a brass pin here, brass liners. This starts the unusualness of this knife. So those are double. There's one liner and then a spacer, and you have it on both sides. That's kind of unusual. We'll talk about that in a minute. Nickel silver bolsters, and phew, I think this is stainless steel. I don't really know. Maybe Tom at Knife Delights would know. But there's your Buck 313 USA. It's no marks, and so this is pre-date and made by Camillus. And let's pop this open. You can see it is just worn out. So they have just sharpened the crap out of this knife. And somebody loved this knife and used it often. And it is a muskrat. Come on, snap in. Sorry, guys. It is a muskrat, and you can see that over here. And it's has a spade blade on this side. And that's kind of unusual because this spade blade is just wore out too. Notice that? What's unusual about that, nicely cleaned up tang on that, is it's pretty much straight. And so you have a little hump right here in it, but it's fairly straight along the back. I don't know. It just has a hump in the middle. Otherwise, it's pretty straight. And, originally muskrats had were serpentine. And so that's a little unusual that Buck chose to do it that way. At least I think so. And then the other thing, it's like a little wider here, and you can see it narrows here. And so, it has a little ergonomic design to it. If you look down inside here, you can see that, there's some corrosion in there, but that the back is cleaned up really nice. So I haven't cleaned this knife up, but that would clean up to a mirror polish. You can see it right there. There's a few dings in there from use. The other thing about this knife, let's see, you can see the easy open notches here so that you can access them. A lot of knives only put that on one blade. Come on. And this one has it on 2 blades. So well-designed knife, I think. You'd have to admit it's well-designed. And kind of unusual, I think, designed for a muskrat. But nowadays, you'll see them with just a straight design on them. So at least Buck put a little hump back in there. And that allows you to have just a better hold when you're skinning an animal. But I wanted to show you something else. I almost forgot. Kind of drifting today. Kind of, I don't know, lazy day. Got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let me see here. See that pin down there? Can you see it in the corner? Let's zoom in here. See it? It's kind of silver. Let's see if I can get more light in there for you. There it is. See that? Those are on either side. Right there. See that? So this is really, it's like that on the other side too. So see the pin? You can see it better there. And then over here. So when you look at this, it looks like it's not pinned. Okay. But it really is. And so they have pins inside of the delrin here that slip into a notch, and then they hammer them shut. So it actually is pinned. And I don't know whether they put glue on that or not. Maybe Tom knows that. But they're very secure, and really you don't see too many that are missing the scales. So it was a really good way to put these together. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative. Just a cool old buck knife. I like having it in my collection. I don't think I'd get rid of it. I'd like to have one that had the blades full, for sure. So thanks again. And don't forget, February 20th, we're doing a live show with the man, the legend, Patty Potato Peelers. And we're going to be talking about Cattaraugus if you have any of those type questions. Thanks again for all your support, guys. Bye.